You can see here for thin fringe. Now, what is the meaning of thin fringe? Thin fringe means in which the angle of fringe is very small. Refracting angle is very small. It's clear. This is the refracting angle. Light ray enters from here and comes out from the other face. It comes out from the other face. This angle is very small. This is nearly 1 to 5 degree. It's clear. This is nearly 1 to 5 degree, means less than 5 degree. So for thin fringe, angle A is very small. And when angle A will be very small, then what will happen? Del M will also be small. Del M, angle of deviation, this is the minimum angle of deviation, that will also be very small. Del M will also be small. Now see here, what is the dependence of del on the I? Yesterday I have told, with increasing values of I, del firstly decreases and then increases. What is its dependence on the angle of fringe A? With increase in angle of fringe A, angle of deviation also increases. As you increase A, del will also increase. Thirdly, how it depends on mu r n, which is the refractive index. So more the refractive index, more will be the bending, and more will be the bending, so greater will be the value of angle of deviation. Angle of deviation will be greater. It's clear. And then lastly, it depends upon the wavelength. So as we know that these two have opposite relationship. They are reciprocally related. Means more lambda, less mu. Less mu means less del. It's clear. Means more the lambda, less will be the del. So these are the dependence. So when angle A is very small, del M will also be very small. Therefore, A plus del M upon 2 will be a small angle. Will be a small angle. It's clear. And there is one trigonometrical approximation for small angles. For small angles, sine theta is equal to theta. It's clear. For small angle, sine theta equals to theta. So you can write this as mu, since this is a small angle, therefore sine of this will be equal to this. Sine of this will be equal to this. Means mu will be equal to A plus del M upon 2 divided by A upon 2. When you will simplify A plus del M upon 2 into 2 upon A, 2 and 2 cancel. So mu equals to what? A plus del M upon A. Now you separate the terms. On separating, what will happen? It will be A upon A plus del M upon. So mu equals to A upon A is 1 plus del M upon A. It's clear. So we can write del M upon A as del M upon A can be written as mu minus 1. You bring mu 1 in left hand side. Mu you bring in the left hand side. So mu minus 1 equals to del M upon A. So what will be del M? It is mu minus 1 into A. It's clear. But this is only for thin fringe. Applies only for thin fringe. Means for which angle A is very small. Angle A, it is less than 5 degree. Angle A is what? It is the refracting angle. This point is clear. Now see here. Now after this, there is one more case. If angle of incidence is 90 degree, then what will be the del? In that case, there will be maximum deviation. There will be maximum deviation when angle of incidence is equal to 90 degree. Means what will happen? Ray will go grazing to the air glass interface. This A, B, C. Here this ray goes along this. So when it will go along this, what will happen? You draw the normal here. On drawing the normal, it will be this. This will be the normal. It's clear. Now refracted ray will go something like this. This angle is 90 degree. R that we have denoted by R. Now you draw the normal here. So normal will be this. This will be the R dash. This angle will be R dash. And then emergent ray will go in this direction. This will be the I dash. Now what will be the angle of deviation here? So how can you find the angle of deviation? So you can see here, angle of deviation we can find by producing back the emergent ray. So emergent ray is this. This is the emergent ray. And original direction of incident ray. Original direction of incident ray is this. This is the original direction of incident ray. So this will be the angle of deviation. Here this will be the angle of deviation. What will be the value of this angle? It's clear here in this diagram it looks like 90 degree, but actually need not to be 90 degree. It's clear. How will you find this angle? So see here, this angle will be equal to what? It will be equal to this and this. It's clear. First you find out this angle. So since this is the 90 degree, therefore it will be 90 minus R. It will be 90 minus R. ये वाला angle 90 minus R. आया समझे? Now what will be this angle? This. So see here, this is I dash. So this whole angle is also I dash. I dash में से R dash निकाल दिया तो ये कितना आया? I dash minus R dash. So what will be the del? Del equals to 90 minus R plus I dash minus R dash. Exterior equals to sum of two interior opposite angles. You rearrange 90 plus I dash. I dash is what? It is this angle of emergence minus R plus R dash. And as we know that R plus R dash is equal to what? This is the angle of fringe. R plus R dash is the angle of fringe. So it will be 90 plus I dash minus E. So this is the maximum angle of deviation. मतलब maximum deviation इतना ही हो सकता है. When incident ray is grazing to the air glass interface, maximum deviation will be produced when incident ray goes along the grazing incidence, grazing to the air glass interface. It is clear? So ये है when incident will be max. Angle of deviation will be max. Is clear? Now this is clear. This. Now after this, now we will begin from dispersion. Now other things are not in the course, no need of that. It's clear. मैक्सिमम डेविएशन वो सबने बता दिया है, उसकी जरूरत. Now see here, dispersion of white light. What is dispersion? Now see here, first you see white light. White light, it is a polychromatic light. Polychromatic light. It means poly means many, chromatic means color. It is the light of various colors. It is clear? But the combined color will be white. Combined color will be white. What are the prominent colors of the white light? So that we know VIBGYOR. VIBGYOR. These are the prominent colors of the white light. And as we know that there are infinite shades of each color. There are infinite shades of each color. It's clear? Now, as we know that color is a property. Now, this property is expressed by a numerical quantity called the wavelength. It is clear? Color, it is a property which is expressed by a numerical quantity called wavelength. Wavelength means length of one wave, and wavelength is very small. It is of the order of 10 to the power minus 7 meter. It's clear? 10 to the power minus 7 meter, 10 to the power minus 6 meter. So what is this wavelength of the wavelength range of white light? Wavelength range of white light, WL. It is 4,000 angstrom to 8,000 angstrom. Means if you write it in meter, it will be 4 into 10 power minus 7 meter to 8 into 10 power minus 7 meter. It's clear? Means if we take two wavelengths, this 4,000 angstrom, it corresponds to violet color. From 4,000 to 4,400, it is the wavelength range of violet color. So if you take two wavelengths, one 4,000 angstrom and another 4,001 angstrom, their base color is violet. Their base color is violet, but the shades will be slightly different. Shades will be slightly different. It's clear? So here, this is a white light, is a polychromatic light ranging, whose wavelength is ranging from this to this. It's clear? Now see here, as we know that this angle of deviation, it depends upon the wavelength also. more the wavelength, less will be the angle of deviation. Just now I have told, greater the value of the wavelength, less will be the refractive index, less will be the refractive index, so lesser will be the angle of deviation. So see here, if you arrange this here, V, I, B, G, Y, O, R. Here, this is in the increasing order of lambda. If we determine angle of deviation for each color, so we will find that angle of deviation decreases. Angle of deviation decreases. Now, what does it mean? Suppose you have this spring, and here a white light is falling. So, one more thing, all these colors travel with same speed in air or vacuum. All these colors travel with same speed in air or vacuum. But in any other medium, what will happen? Which color travel fastest and which color travel slowest? So red travel fastest and violet travel slowest. Therefore, refractive index, you can see here, all the colors of all the colors color light travel with same speed in air or vacuum. All color light travel with same speed in air or vacuum. But white light, this is if we see that, but in any other medium, different color travel with different speeds. It's clear. Red travel fastest and violet travel slowest. So see here, if you see the, since as we know that mu is inversely proportional to V. This I have told this formula, mu m equals to C upon Vm. So mu is inversely proportional to V. Therefore, refractive index of all the colors in air or vacuum is same. It's clear. All colors have same speed in air or vacuum. In air or vacuum, all the colors are having the same speed. It's clear. All the colors have the same. All colors have same refractive index in air or vacuum. But in any other medium, in a medium other than air, whose refractive index will be more. So violet color travels slowest, therefore its refractive index will be more. In any other medium, mu for violet will be more than mu for red. It's clear. You can see here, since the speed for violet color is greater than speed of red color is greater than the speed of violet color, and mu is inversely proportional to B. Therefore, mu violet will be greater and mu red will be less. Now you can see here in this diagram, This is a glass prism, and this you know that it will deviate more to the violet color light and deviating less to the red color light. When a white light fall upon it, so since it is traveling in air or back in air, therefore what will happen? Here all colors will travel in the same direction. They will not deviate in from their path because the medium is air. It's clear. And since all the colors are having same refractive index in air or vacuum, therefore they will travel together. Therefore, it will be white light. But when it will fall on the air glass interface, AB is air glass interface, air glass interface. In that case, what will happen? You draw the normal here. I am drawing the normal. So you can see when the normal will be drawn, what will happen? This is the original direction. Original direction is this. Which color will deviate more? So violet is deviating more and red is deviating least. Means all the colors will not travel in the same direction. They will travel in the different direction. They will travel in the different direction. Here only extreme colors I am showing. This is these violet and red are called the extreme colors of white light spectrum. It's clear. So you can see here, here this will be the red and this will be the violet. You can see here, red is deviating by this angle and violet is deviating by greater angle. When it will fall upon the AC, surface AC, it is the glass air interface. Glass air interface. Now ray of light is moving from where to where? Glass to air. It is going from glass to air. So see here, when it is moving from glass to air, once again what will happen? Red will deviate least and violet will deviate most. You can see here, this is the original direction of red color light. You can see original direction of red color light. Red will deviate least. It is deviating least. It will go like this, deviating only by this angle. While for violet color, what is the original direction? For violet color, original direction will be this. And it is deviating more. It is deviating more. It's clear. So here it is deviating by this side. It's clear. This is the red and this is the violet. So see here, when a white light fall upon a transparent optical medium, then what will happen? It will split into its component colors, and white will split into component colors because the different colors are having different refractive indices. They are traveling with the different speed in that medium. Therefore, what will happen? They will deviate in the different directions, and when deviating in the different directions, they will be separately visible. They will be separately visible. If we place a screen here, we will get a white light spectrum. If we place a white screen here, white color screen, then we will get a white light spectrum. Here, this is the violet color and this is the red color. Other colors will be in between. It's clear. So this phenomena of splitting of light into white light into component colors is called the dispersion. So what is dispersion? You can see here, phenomena of splitting of white light into component colors. And this was discovered by Newton. This phenomena was discovered by Newton. Phenomena of splitting of white light into component colors when it passes through a prism. When it passes through a prism or any transparent optical medium or any transparent optical medium. This phenomena is known as dispersion. Phenomena of splitting of white light into component color when it passes through a prism or any transparent optical medium is called dispersion. It's called dispersion. This phenomena is called the dispersion. And what is the cause of dispersion? So that we know what is the cause of dispersion. Because the different color travel with the different speeds in a medium other than air. Other than air, they travel with the different speed. And when they travel with the different speed, they will be deviated in the different direction because of the different refractive indices. It's clear? What is cause? Cause of dispersion, you can see here. Dispersion as different colors, color light travel with different speeds in a medium other than air. Other than air. Therefore, when they will travel with different speeds in a medium other than air, therefore they will have different Ri. And why are different Ri? Because mu is inversely proportional to velocity. They will have different Ri and move on separate paths. Move on and deviate by different angles. Deviate by different angles. It's clear. So this is the cause of dispersion. Now after this we will determine there is a term angular dispersion and dispersive power. What is the meaning of angular dispersion and dispersive power? It's clear. And different the glass, the prism which are made up of different glasses have different dispersive power and different that you can angular dispersion. Now see here, what is angular dispersion and dispersive power? And here we will determine angular dispersion and dispersive power for two colors, for two extreme colors of white light, red and violet. Angular dispersion and dispersive power. Of a prism. Now see here, this dispersive power depends upon the quality of the glass of the prism. The prism which are used for the optical phenomena, optical experiments, they are either made up of flint glass or they are made up of crown glass. These are the two different qualities of the glasses with which these prisms are made up of. Flint glass is having more dispersive power and crown is dispersing less. Its dispersive power is more and its dispersive power is less. What is the dispersive power of air? So it is 0. Air is not dispersing at all. It's clear? It is not dispersing at all. Now see here, angular dispersion. So what is the angular dispersion? You can see here. Here this I am making. Part 2, extreme colors of white light. We will describe the angular dispersion. Now this is A, B, C. This is a ray of white light. It incidents here. It is the original direction. Now see here. This is the red color ray and this is the violet color. Red is deviating least. You produce it back. And violet is deviating more. And when it is produced back, so you can see here, this is the red color and this is the violet. It's clear. Red is deviating less and violet is deviating most. When we produce back the emergent rays of these two colors, when we produce back the emergent rays of these two colors, they meet at this point. It's clear. Here in your book it is named as O. This is named as O. Now see here, this angle is the angle of angular dispersion. It is theta. This theta is angular dispersion between red and violet color. It is the angular dispersion between red and violet color. Now you can see here what is the angle of deviation for red color. So this is the emergent ray of red color. You can see this one is the emergent ray of red color, and this is the original direction. Therefore, this angle will be angle of deviation for red color. This will be angle of deviation for red color. It's clear? This is del R. Then you can see here for violet color, what is the angle of deviation? This is the violet color emergent ray. Original direction is this, meeting here. Therefore, this angle will be ये वाला जो angle है, जो ये हमने show किया है, this you can see here, this angle. This will be del V. Del V. It's clear. So you can see here this del R. Now you can, if you see here, this angle and this angle both are vertical opposite. Here this diagram is not very clear. I am making a new diagram. Wait.